All right, let's just continue from where we stopped. Paragraph 6. All right, good. If you are ready, let's start then. We have just 1 hour, so we should not waste it. Sadiq, are you still at the beach? When will you come back home?
In February.
Oh, I see. Good.
Mr. Sorry, I joined a little bit late.
Nazlı, say again.
Mr. Sorry, I joined late.
It's okay. You are not late. We just started, Nazlı. You are not late. Okay. Yasmin, do you remember? Did we stop here?
I think so.
No, we did this.
Or I think we
We-
did this.
We did
Yes, we
this.
We
did.
did. I think after this, I think we didn't do.
Then how come that our
Oh, we
solution is
did
not
this
here
one.
then?
But I
don't know.
remember, maybe
we
I'm
did
wrong.
it.
Neil said that we did it, so I don't know.
I remember. Maybe ask some other people. Maybe. Oh, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Okay, no problem. Let's continue from here. Okay. If you did this, it's just a revision one more time. If not, it's a new thing. Neil, Sadiq, you were born in 2009, right?
Yes.
Good. So you are at the right time to start studying algebra. So it's not a new thing for you. So step by step, okay, step by step, we will actually get introduced with algebra. Algebra is
But the stuff.
using just
but-
letters to represent the quantities, right? Yes.
But Mr. Kazim, the stuff that we're learning right now, we haven't like just maybe like some of them, like the first like 5 ones we learned it in our class, but I remember we didn't learn it in our school, those things. It's like our first time learning any of these questions, because I even asked my teacher if we learned like the questions that we were doing. She said no, still we are gonna go to them, but we
Okay.
just started learning the -5 plus the -6, like those ones.
It's okay. Yeah, Neil, actually, it's not a big deal. You know, the problem, I mean, the main challenge is the first time you are using, I mean, solving equations using variables. But it's not a hard thing, okay? Because nowadays we are using telephones, you are chatting with your friends, right? In a lot of cases, we are just using, I mean, abbreviated words. Like, for example, Sadiq Gasimli. Every time calling like this, it's a bit hard. How about if I call him SG? SG means Sadiq Gasimli. I'm just taking the first letters of, I mean, his name and surname. How about Nazlı Madatova, for example, NM. Okay, Shamil Madatov, SM, for example. Nil, for example, N star or just N. All right, it's something like this. In algebra, for example, Tommy Sweets. Okay, writing Tommy Sweets every time, it's not a practical. How about instead of Tommy Sweets, if I just write X, for example, or T, for example, or S. Anyway, so I'm going to solve this using algebra here. And as you see here, step by step, if you just practice this question, they are so easy. So 2/5 of Tommy Sweets are equal to 3/4 of Chloe Sweets, right? So if the difference in the number of sweets they have is 28. So that means that here we are talking about Tommy and Chloe. Here we have Tommy and Chloe. How many sweets does Tommy have? I don't know. And here from this relation, right? From 2/5 of Tommy's sweets is equal to 3/4 of Chloe. Let's say this C, right? Now from here, we can just write see that the ratio, right? Because here we have something and here we have something, right? The number. That means that here the ratio T to C is equal to 3/4 to 2/5, right? Because for every 2/5, and Chloe has 3/4. Okay. Neil, did you understand this? How did I change this equation into this form?
Yes, because it's Tommy and sweets and that like that. You changed?
Yeah. 2/5 of Tommy and 3/4 of C, right? So that means that the ratio of Tom to C is equal to the ratio of this number, I mean this number to this. Simple is like this. For example, here we have 2 times 4. It is 8, right? And 8, I can write it as 16. Okay, let me also multiply by not 4. Let me just write here. For example, 3 times 8
Mr.
is equal
Cousin.
to 2 times 12, right? In different way, for example, this 8 over 2, right? This 2 counts is divided here. I can write it as 12 is divided by 3. And
Yes. Yes, I know.
12 over 3. It's like how we are taking this. If multiplied, we know that if you want to take it to the left hand side, it will be divided.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
3 is
we know.
multiplied, take to the right hand side, it will be divided, right? It is something like this. This off means, we know that off means multiplication. Also, I can just write it like this.
Yes.
2/5 times Tommy's sweets is equal to 3/4 times Chloe's sweets. So from here, it's multiplied. Take 3/4, I mean, C to the left-hand side, it will be divided. So T to C.
Off,
Or simply,
off means
I can write here
off.
T over C. And here, 2/5, take to the right-hand side. Here we have 3/4 divided 2/5. And now we know how to divide one fraction by another fraction. So that's equal to 3/4 times 5/2. First, we have to change division into multiplication and change this fraction upside down. So if you simplify this, 3 times 5, 15, and 4/2, it is 8. Okay.
But Mr. Kazim, I did not understand one thing. In the Tommy and Chloe's ones, how did you get like you wrote like Tommy and Chloe? Look, you wrote up Tommy and down Chloe, the last part where you divided them. Like, why did you write like 3/4? Is like the 4-part Chloe's and Tommy's 3-part, or did you just divide it, like do the total number and divide?
Yeah, instead of this 2/5, okay, 2/5. If I write like this, for example, here, 3 times Tommy's sweets, and instead of this 3/4, if I write, for example, 4 times Chloe, right? Now, if I ask you, what is T over C, right? How do you get this? I should take the C to the left-hand side. It is multiplied here, so it will be divided. That's why here I have T over C. Now I'm keeping 4 here. This 3 is multiplied, take to this side, so it will be divided. So here we have, it will be 4 divided by 3. I'm just doing this thing, just taking one thing to the left or to the right. So here, as you see here, I can just write here like this. Here we have 2/5 times Tommy is equal to 3/4. This times means off. We can just read it as off. F Chloe's, right? So now take Chloe to the left. It will be T over C. And this 3/4 is still here. I should take this to the right. So it is multiplied. It will be divided. So here we have division, 2/5. Okay, guys, let's continue. Okay, if you just observe this, you'll understand some. So that is that I'm just dividing this fraction by this fraction. When you do so, that's equal to 15/8. What does it mean? The ratio of T to C is equal to 15/8. Now from here, as you see here, Tommy has more sweets, right? And also it says that if the difference in the number of sweets they have is 28. So that means that 15/8, what do we mean from here? That means that Tommy has 15 units. For units, let me just use U. And how about Chloe? Chloe has 8 units of candies. And now what is the difference? The difference is 7 units. That's equal to 28. If 7 units is 28, then 1 unit is equal to 4, right? Because 7 times 4 is equal to 28. So now we know the value of U. That's equal to 4. So find the number of sweets Tommy has. Now I can write how many sweets does Tommy have. So Tommy has 2 over 5, right? Tommy has, as you see here, 15U, right? So that's equal to 15. Tommy has 15 units. 1 unit is 4, which is equal to 60. So Tommy has 60 sweets.
But Mr. Kaiser, I did not understand how you made 5/8 turn it into like 60. How did you turn that? Like, how did you turn it to like 40, 74? What did you do?
Which one? Are you talking about this one?
No, the down part. Like you got 15/8, and then you said like 154, and then you turned it into 74 and
No,
then
no, no.
28.
It is not 4. Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Okay, it is not 4. Here, Neil, this T to C is equal to 15 to 8. What does it mean? It means that this T is, if T is 15 units, then this Chloe has 8 units of candies, right? It's like 8 bags,
Oh,
let's say. Okay, but instead of units, I use U.
but where did you get the 4 from? From the Chloe's one, did you get 4?
Yeah, this 4, after that, it says that if the difference, right? What is the difference? Difference is T minus C. So T has 15 units. For units, let me just write U. And the Chloe has 8 units of candies. So if you subtract this 15 minus 8, that's equal to 7 units of candies. So this 7 units is equal to 28. That means that here we have 1 unit, right, is equal to how many? 4 candies. And usually, actually, in like this, 15 to 8, that means that here, if Tommy has 15P candies, then Chloe has 8P candies. And what is the difference here? It is 7P. 7P is equal to 28. Now, what is the value of P? It is 28 over 7. That's equal to 4. To get the number of sweets that Tommy has, we should multiply 15 by P. What is P? P is equal to 4. So that's equal to 60. Okay, Neil, no problem. Just have a look, okay? I will solve more and more questions in similar way. You will get used to it. Once you understand that, it will be very, very easy. A container has a height of 12 centimeters and square base. Find the length of its base if its volume is 1452, right? Again, we are talking about a container and its base is square. Okay, see, we are talking about this kind of container. All right. And what is this? Base? Base is a square. Square means all the sides are equal, right? And what is the side? Again, I'm going to use algebra here. Let's say this side is x. Also, this will be x. And how about the height? Height is given. It is 12. So here we have 12. Mr. Sadiq, how do you find the volume of this container?
To find the volume, we need to add the mass and the height.
We should multiply
For the
length by width by height,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Simple, it is length times width times
And the
height.
height.
So here our volume is given. What is it? 1452. Okay, so that is 1452. And length is equal to x centimeter. Let's say here we have x centimeters times width, also it is square, that's why it is x centimeters, and height is equal to 12 centimeters. Now we know that, guys, here we have x times x. In math, how do you denote this? That is x squared. Like, for example, 2 times 2, I can write it as 2 squared, which is equal to 4. Or 3 times 3, I can write it as 3 squared, which is equal to 9. Okay, and 4 times 4, that's equal to 4 squared, that's equal to 16. Squared means a number is multiplied by itself. So now from here, if you simplify this, here 12 is multiplied, right? What is x times x? It is 1452 is divided by 12, which is equal, if you divide by 12, the answer is 121. So now here we have x times x. On the right hand side, 121 is 11 times 11. So that means that this x should be 11 centimeters. What is the question? Find the length of its base if its volume is 1452. So x is 11, so the answer is 11 centimeters. Yasmin, do you understand this?
Yes, but I have a slight question. I'm not even sure how I can ask this, but why didn't you? Oh, I got it now. Wait, never mind, never mind.
Okay.
But
Let's
Mr. Kazim, how did you get 11? Again, may you say?
Here on the left hand side, we have something is multiplied by itself. On the right hand side, 11 times 11. If it is so, also actually I can write like this. What is x times x? That is x squared by definition, right? And on the right hand side, what is 11 times 11 or 121? It is 11 squared. If x squared is equal to 11 squared, what is x? Is 11, right? Because if you substitute 11 for x, left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Okay. So now just simple
And
question. Let me ask you, everybody. You guys practice this
oh,
square.
team, we have like a 121 because it's 11 squared, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I got it.
Okay, Neil, question for you. If I have a squared is equal to 9, what is a?
A means A multiplied by A equals 9.
Yeah, that means that what number square is 9? We know that it is 3,
Three.
right? Because 3 times 3 is equal to 9.
Yes.
How about if, for example, let's say x squared is equal to 16. What is x?
Like x multiplied by x, it's gonna equal 16.
So
4.
that means that what number square, what number
4.
times itself equals 16, that's equal
4.
to 4, right? So if I ask you,
And
for example,
and
2 times x equals 20, for example, what is x?
2 times 2. Wait, what?
10.
Mr. Christine,
It is
you
10
froze.
because 2 times 10 is equal to 20. That means that this x must be equal to 10.
Yeah.
If I write here 3 times y is equal to 36, what is y? That means 3 times what number is 36? So we should divide 36 by 3. That's equal to 12. Because if you substitute 12 for y, 3 times 12 is equal to 36.
But I understood that, but I only didn't understand like the part where you got 11, like the 11 number. Like I understood that like
If you understood this, we are just using the same logic. On the left hand side, x times x. What is it? It is x squared. On the right hand
Yes.
side, we have 121. So that means that
It says
what
one-
number square is 121? 121, I can write it as 11 squared, right? As you
Oh,
see
now
here,
I
these two
understand.
parts the
Okay.
same. I just remove them. So x equals 11.
Thank you. Now I understood.
Okay. Let's move to the next question. Guys, you try this question. Question 23. I give you 2 minutes. Okay. Question 23. Solve it and tell me the answer. Time starts now.
The 23rd one.
23. Very easy question. Did anybody get the answer?
I'm doing it. 1 second. I just wrote it in my copy, but I haven't started yet.
Mr. Answer is 40.
No.
Is the answer 50 or well 50 centimeters in squared?
Me too. I think 50 or 20. 50 or 20.
50.
Yeah, I also think 50.
So what is your answer?
60.
50. 50.
50.
50. 50.
50.
Okay, very good. The 50 is correct answer.
Yay.
And just here you have to know one thing, right? Because we know that here it says that the figure shows a square, right? So the square means if you draw a diagonal from A to C, we call this diagonal. From B to D, I can draw another diagonal from here. But when you draw a diagonal here, actually it just bisects this side. This equals this equals this. So that means that from A to the middle point, that's equal to 5. And also this should be 5, right? Because the total length is 10. And also this should be 5. Now, how do you find the area of the triangle? That's equal to, what is it? Length times base over 2. But here we have two triangles. Or also, actually, I can just draw a, what is it? The diagonal. We know that a square is a special rhombus, right? Have you ever studied about rhombus?
Yeah, it's like a diamond shape, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
diamond shape, right? How do you find the area? One way is, let's say this one is A, this one is B, this one is C, this one is D. And also square is a special rhombus. So here, what is the area? Area is AC times BD, the product of the diagonals over 2. Also square, if the diagonal is given, the area of the square is 10 times 10 over 2, which is equal to 50. Okay.
Mr.
about
Kazim, I did
24?
another one, but I got the same answer.
Yeah, you can also do it in different way, but this one is also this another way. Go solve question
Mine is the
24.
idea.
Okay, you have 2 minutes. Try to solve as fast as possible. Time starts now.
Mr. Kazim, may I please go and charge my computer because it is in 5%.
Okay. Fifteen seconds. Any answer? Nazlı, did you get any answer?
I think I got an answer. May I say my answer?
Yes.
928, that equals 28.9.
And a
8
point,
to 9.
9 to 28. Anybody
Yes,
else?
yes, 9 to
Yeah.
28. But if you turn it to the other, like the opposite way, then yes, it's 28 to 9.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. We can check the answer. It is 23, right?
I got
So
28 to 9, right?
what is
Me too. I got
23?
28 to 9.
No, it
28
is
to 9 is right?
24. It is 28 to 9. That's correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
I said it.
Okay, very good. How about the others? Yasmin?
Yeah, I just said that. I said I got 28 to 9. Didn't you hear me?
Good, very good. So now again, using this box A, let me just denote this by A and box B by B, right? Is 3/4 as heavy? That means that here A is equal to 3/4 to B. And immediately again from here, right, I can take this B to the left hand side. That means that A to B is equal to 3 to 4. And box B is 3/7 as heavy as box C. That is 3/7 as box C, right? So from here again, B to C, take your C to the left, and here we have a 3 to 7, right? So here B, it is 4 and 3, right? How do we make these numbers the same? The first ratio, we should multiply by this one by 3 and this one by 3. 3 times 3, it is 9. 3 times 4, it is 12. The second one by 4, 4 times 3, 12. And 4 times 7, it is 28, right? So now I can write the thing from A to B to C is equal to 9 to 12 to 28. So we are talking about the ratio of C to A, that is 28 to 9. So C to A is 28 to 9. Very good. Guys, let's move to another question. Let's solve them together, 25 and 26. And I will solve 25, you will solve 26. And okay, Sadiq, can you read the question for us?
25. In a restaurant, 3 of 5 of the diners were adults, and the rest were children. 5 of 8 of the children were boys, and the rest were girls. What fraction of the diners in the restaurant were girls?
Okay. So in a restaurant, 3/5 of the diners, right? The people who are having dinner were adults. So let's say here 3/5 of diners. For diners, let me just use D. You can read D as diners. Number of diners were adults. If 3/5 of diners are adults, Sadiq, what fraction of the diners are children?
May I say?
Yes.
2 of 3.
2 of
2/5.
5.
No, 2/5.
Right? 2/5,
Yes. May
because
I say
together
my
it should be
answer?
1. 2/5 of the people, I mean the diners, are children. Okay, now that's it. Continue. In the second part, it says that 5/8 of the children were boys. So here we have boys, and here we have girls. It says that 5/8, right, of the children. And how many children do we have here? This is the number of children. That is of 2/5 of D, they are boys. And the rest were girls. If the rest were girls, 5/8 of this, so 3/8 of the children. And children is 2/5 of diners. These are girls. What is the question? What fraction of the diners in the restaurant were girls? So that means that we need to find these girls, right? That's equal to of means times. So here we have 3/8 times, and here we have 2/5 of diners. And if you simplify this by 2, right, here we have 4. So here we have 3/4 times 5 is 20 of diners. So that means that 3/20 of the diners are or were girls. Okay. Sadiq, did you understand the solution?
I understood.
Not too much.
Why? It's very
May
simple
I say it
question.
my way?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I
I
understand
think
some of it.
Yes. Okay. Guys, how
I
about
just
question?
imagine what I did. I
Yes.
just the easier way is that I just multiplied. I just took 3/8 that I got from girls because 5/8 is boys, and of course it's gonna be 3/8. And then I took multiplied it by 2/5 equals 320. That's it. Just multiply.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. But just here, I try to explain what's going on here step by step. Anyway, girls, now let's try question 26. Okay, you have 2 minutes. Very easy question. Let's see who answers first and correctly. Time starts now. Nazlı, did you understand the question?
Yes.
Let's turn off the fan. So, are you trying? Did you get the answer or still thinking?
Thinking.
How are you thinking? With your brain, with your finger, with your paper, with your pencil?
My brain.
Okay, 35 seconds left. 36. Yasmin, any answer?
For 26,
This time.
I'm almost done. Hold on.
Okay, guys, let's do it. If you have no answer, anybody? Shamil, why actually you don't give me any answer or you didn't understand anything?
That is kind of hard.
It's hard for you? All right, guys, let me do this. I don't know why. I think you didn't understand the question. Sadiq, did you understand the question?
No.
Okay, Sadiq, here, this is our box, okay? So here the length is 13 centimeters. Width is 8 centimeters and height is 11 centimeters. Now you have smaller, let's say shoe boxes or shoe box, whatever it is, small boxes, okay? So these are our in cube shape. All right. So this one is 2, this one is 2, this one is 2. Right. Now here, if you look at this side, how many boxes can I put? Right. It says find the maximum number of such cubes that can fit into the box. Right. So here 13, that means that in 13, how many 2's do we have? So 13 is equal to 6 times 2 plus 1. I can put only here 6 because if you put 7, it does not fit, right? Because the length is 13. So how about the length? It is 8. How many 2's do we have? Here we have 4 times 2. And how about the height? It is 11. How many boxes can I put here in height? That is 5 times 2 plus 1. Right? So in length, I can put 6 boxes, width 4 boxes, and the height 5 boxes. So the number of boxes that I can put or fit into this big box is 6 times 4 times 5, which is equal to 120. Neil, did you understand the solution?
Not really this one. I did not understand. May you please explain one more time, but just say like what to do. Like how did you get 6.2? From where did you get it?
No, just one thing. Okay, here, let me just ask like this. You have a piece of rope, okay, and the
Yes.
length is 13 centimeters. All right. Now, if
Yes.
I ask you, Neil, can you cut this into equal pieces that each length should be 2? How many actually pieces can you cut where the length of each piece should be equal to 2? You can cut from here, right? 1, 2, 3. How many? 6, right? So 6 times each one is 2. And we have 1 left over. Its length will be 1. We have nothing to do with 1. Right? Another question is, let's say you have a kind of bookshelf. Okay. Bookshelf. And the length of the bookshelf is 13 centimeters. All
Oh,
right.
I understood. I just got confused because of the dot. I thought it was a dot, but it's a multiply, yes?
Yeah, this is multiplication. Multiplication.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a dot, that's why I got confused.
It is multiplication. Okay. So let me finish this. If you have a bookshelf whose length is 13 centimeters. Now, if I ask you, you have a book, some kind of book. Okay, let me just draw a book here. Okay. So this kind of book. And the thickness, right? The thickness of the book is 2 centimeters. If I ask you how many books can you put in your bookshelf, you can put 6, right? Because 6, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, it will be 12. If you try to put 7, you cannot because the length will be 20. The 7th book does not fit into this bookshelf. It is something like this, okay? All right, guys, let's move to the next question, okay? And also you can watch and listen again, or you can find similar question. So now we will solve this together, and the next question you will solve it. Let's see. Okay, Yasmin, can you read this question and explain to us? After that, we will discuss together.
Okay, so a box filled with red beans completely has a mass of 1,666 kilograms. It has a mass of 1,402 kilograms when it is 4/7 filled with red beans. What is the mass of the empty box?
Did you understand?
Okay, so you need to take 1,666 and divide it by 7.
That's right. Here the question is, we have a box, right? We have a box, and we are just measuring this. And also box has the height, right? And together box and the soya bean, they actually is 1.66 kg. That immediately changes into grams. That is 1,666 grams. And how about this one? 1,402 grams, right? So it says that here, let's say the weight of the box is something, if we have the box, and plus the soya bean, right? But it is full, right? and together this one is, let's say, soya bean, red bean, that's R. That is equal to how much? 1666 grams. And the second part, it has a mass of 1402 grams when it is filled 4/7. So again, we are measuring, just actually removing some part. Right here we have the box plus, and here we have, what is it? 4/7 is filled, right? So this one is 4/7 of the red beans. And this part, we just remove this, right? So what is this? It is 3/7 of the red beans. So remove part, right? When I just remove this, the mass changed from 1666 to 1402. So the difference is equal to 1666 minus 1402. So from here, 3/7 of this red beans is equal to, what is 166 minus 1402? 6 minus 2, it is 4. 6 minus 0, it is 0. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. Is it? 4, no, 6. 6 minus 2, 4, 6 minus 0, 6. 6 minus 4 is equal to 264, right? And we know how to calculate this. What is R? I should multiply this by 7, right? Because I take this 7. Here, since it is 3/7, right? To find R, I should multiply this by 7/3 times 264, which is equal to 7 times 264 and divided by 3, that's equal to 616 grams. So the mass of red beans is 616 grams. What is the question? What is the mass of the empty box? As you see here, the mass of the empty box plus the mass of the red beans is equal to 1666. That is our first step. And the last step is the mass of the empty box is 1666, right? Minus 616. That is the mass of the red beans, which is equal to 1050 grams. So the answer is 1050 grams. Okay, Yasmin, is it what you're saying? Is it clear?
Yes, I understood.
Okay, guys, now I'm going to ask another question for you. I will give you 3 minutes. Okay, read it well, think it, and if you answer the question, I will give you chocolates. But unfortunately, I cannot see you. What can I do? If you were here, I would buy something for you. Okay, read the question. Suppose that you are solving it's more question. You have 3 minutes. Okay, after 3 minutes, we will discuss together. Time starts now.
Is it 20 or 21?
Who is it?
Neil.
Neil, just tell me one answer.
21.
That's correct. How did you get it?
I took, as it said here, Eric collected 10 and then 10. I plus them together and plus them again by 1 because it said there. It says, look, it says Eric collected 10, like more times than Adam. And I'm not sure if I did it at the right way, but I got the answer. I just plus them together. I'm not sure if that's right way.
Okay, Neil, that's a problem. You should not plus like this. You need to solve in a systematic way. Now, guys, can we solve together? Yasmin, are you still working?
What will you need to do? Is this multiply dividing version? Because I only just plus them together.
No. Let's just try to understand the question first, Neil. Here we are talking about 3 people. Let me just tabulate this, okay? Here the first guy, the second guy, and the third guy. Here the first guy is Eric, second guy is Adam, third guy is Ben. Okay, so Eric collected 10% more stamps than Adam. Now if I ask you questions, Neil, how many stamps did Adam have? We don't know, right? So I'm going to use some number for this, because since it's not given, I can use any number for Adam. The most suitable number when we are dealing with percentage problems is 100. Suppose that Adam has 100 stamps and Eric collected 10% more. And what is 10% of 100 is equal to 10, right? So that means that Eric collected 100 plus 10. So that is 110 stamps, because Eric collected 10% more. And it says that Ben collected 10% more stamps than Eric. So Eric has 110, right? Now, what is 10% of 110 is equal to 11, right? Because 10% means 1 over 10. So that means that Ben collected 110 plus 11 more, 10% more, which is equal to 121. So what is the question? What was the percentage difference between the stamps that Ben and Adam had? So Adam had 100, Ben 121. So the difference is 121 minus 100 over, actually, the Adam, right? We are comparing to Adams, so I should divide by 100. And to change this into percentage, I should multiply by 100%. So if you simplify this, 121 minus 100, it is 21. And this 100, they cancel out each other. So it is 21%. Okay? All right. Guys, 2 more questions, then we will finish the class, okay? How about this? Do you want to give a try? Nazlı, why you cannot solve the questions? Sadik, how about you? Are you still there or now swimming in the ocean?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Sadik, try this, guys. Try this, okay? It's very easy question. And let's see, you have 3 minutes. Start now.
Mister, I think I
Yes, sir.
found the answer.
Yeah, what is your answer, Sadik?
3 hours and 16 minutes.
3 hours and 16 minutes. But unfortunately, it's not the correct answer, Sadik.
Wait, I will look again.
Let's wait for others. 1 more minute left, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Yasmin, are you solving?
Yes, I'm solving.
Neil, how about you?
I'm solving.
And do I have anybody else here? That's it, right? 8 seconds.
Mr. Kazim, is it 2 hours? Mr.
Only 2
Kazim, is it-
hours?
Yes. No, like 2 hours and like 15 seconds, like middle. They're like at middle at 15 and 26. Like it's like the I didn't find the exact number, but I know I like think that it's like 2 hours because it's like says 1 hour and 4/5. And I think it's like let me check, let me minus this number. 1 second, 1 second. 45. 1 second, let me do that fast. Two hours and maybe I'm not sure, but I know it's 2 hours and something.
Okay, guys, let's solve it together then. So first, as you see here, we have 2 or 3 different cases here, right? Or intervals. Let's say Samuel started packing some books at 10:20, and he spent 1 hour and 4/5 hours packing the books, right? So that is 1 hour and the 4/5 times 60, changing into minutes, which is equal to, and what is 1 hour and 4/5 hours, or 1 and 4/5 hours? That is 1 hour, and the 60 is divided by 5 is 12. 4 times 12 is 48 minutes. Now, number one. And number two, if he started at 10:20 and he packed for 1 and 4/5 hours, what time did he stop and went out to have his lunch? To find this one, I should add, right? 10:20 plus 1 hour and 48 minutes, which is equal to 0 plus 8 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 60 minutes. That's equal to just 0. 0 plus 1, and with 1 it is 2. 1. So actually, he packed the books until 12:08. And after that, it says that then he took 45 minutes to have his lunch. The second one is lunchtime is from 12:08, 45 minutes. 12:05 plus 45, that is 12:53.
Mr.
Yes.
My answer is 3 hours and 38 minutes.
No, no, no. Yeah. That's the
I'm
answer
like
is 2 hours and
2
22
hours.
minutes.
Oh, I thought it was like a near like 20 something, but I wasn't sure.
Okay. Now it says that to have his lunch and continue to pack until 3:15. So again, this one his lunch, right? And from 12:53 until 3:15. 3:15 is, what is it? Okay, let me just write here.
Mr. Kazim,
50,
is that 10
15, right? Okay.
20 multiplication?
Huh?
Is the 10.20 multiplication the part where you dot?
It's not multiplication, just separating hour and minutes.
Or maybe please like sometime
Sure.
when there's like a lot of different ones, like write the multiplication like in a normal way, because I get mixed if this is a decimal number or if it's like a multiplication.
Yeah, but when you talk about the time, we mean it's just separating the hour and the time. But usually also you can just use the 2 dots, okay? But here, Neil, you should understand from the context, right? Because these 2 dots actually also sometimes we use for ratio, for just separating clock from hour. And anyway, guys, from here, right, from 12:53 to 1 o'clock, we have 7 minutes. Plus 1 to 3, we have 2 hours. And from 3 to 3:15, here we have 15 minutes. So in total, here we have 2 hours, 7 minutes plus 15 minutes, that is 22 minutes. So the answer is 2 hours and 22 minutes. What is the question? How long did he take to pack the books after his lunch? Actually, it took 2 hours and 22 minutes to pack the books after his lunch. Okay. So the one question is left. Okay, let's solve this, and next time we will
Lesson
solve paper 2
already
because
finished.
now paper 2 is a little bit harder questions. You are grade 6. It should be grade 6, not 8. Anyway, okay, we will continue from here next time. And if you have time, you need to practice these questions, and I will drop this file again in our website. So the ratio of the length to the breadth of a rectangle is 5:4. So we are talking about a rectangle, and the ratio, let's say this length, and this one is width, right? The ratio means L to W is equal to 5:4. And it says that the area of the rectangle is 180. What is the area of the rectangle? It is length times width. That's equal to 180. The question is find its breadth. So from this ratio, what does it mean? It means L over W is equal to 5/4, right? We know that in ratio, if you multiply numerator and denominator by the same number, ratio does not change. So I shall just multiply this until we get that their product is equal to 180, because L times W is 180, right? If you multiply by 2, 5 times 2, it is 10. 4 times 2, it is 8. 10 times 8, it is 80. It's not 180. It doesn't work. How about if I multiply by 3? 3 times 5, 15. And 3 times 4, it is 12. And 12 times 5, and this one is 15 times 12, right? So that's equal to 180. So it works. That means that the length of this rectangle is 15 centimeters, and its width is equal to 12 centimeters. The question is we need to find its breadth. So the answer is 12 centimeters. Okay. You must be tired. I'm also tired. That much is enough. We will continue next.
Teacher,
When is
when
our
will
next
our
class?
lesson finish?
Next our class? Is it on Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
Okay. So I will see you on Thursday. If you have time, try to practice some questions from here. Okay, next time we will solve questions from paper 2. Have a good night. Okay, sleep tight. Don't let the bugs bite. See you on Thursday. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day, mister. Goodbye.
Thank you, Nazlı. You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.